Hey, what's up everyone? I am Steve with GameMic. Super excited to have our version 2 of the app ready to go. So we're going to walk through that process now and how the app works. So if you're already a member, you just sign in as normal. If not, you sign up. Just go through the easy process to sign up. Everything is free. Since I'm already logged in and a member, I'm just going to sign in here and get right to it. When you land in the app, you're going to kind of see either today or this week or upcoming. It's going to be all the events that are being broadcasted across the country. You can use our search button up in the top right corner. You could search by the name of the event, the date, broadcaster name, event type, and code. I'll show you how you find all that stuff as well once you create a broadcast. So if I was going to be a broadcaster and I wanted to create an event, and remember, anybody can be a broadcaster, from a parent to a fan to an aspiring journalist to someone who just really wants to broadcast games. Anybody can be a broadcaster. So up here in this hamburger menu is where you're going to want to go first. This is where you want to update your profile. So right here I already have my photo in there that I want to use. If you update your photo here, you'll never have to update your photo again. I'll show you what I mean there, but you can just tap on this picture screen here. You could pick any picture in your camera roll to upload right there. Okay, so I have that already done. So my events here is going to be all the games that I have broadcasted or I am going to broadcast. So if you create an event that's happening in a couple days, you can come here when it's game day, right, and start your live event. But we're going to walk through the process of actually creating an event. Okay, so I'm going to create an event. Creating an event is super easy for me to broadcast. I'm going to use the plus button in the top right corner. You can see my profile image is there since I already set it. If you hadn't updated your profile image, you would need to create a new one each time you created a broadcast. So I'm going to hit the plus button on the main image for the event. I'm just going to select this one right here. You could crop it to your liking. I'm going to choose. I'm going to title it. You could title it whatever you want, but remember, people are going to search for this eventually, so you want to have keywords in there. For me, I'm just going to put test 3. I'm going to you could set the date and time for any time. I'm just going to put this for a few minutes. Location, anywhere you want, usually where the event is happening, because again, people can search by location, people can search by broadcaster, and I'm going to set this as a softball event, and description, I'm just going to put test. So I'm going to hit save here, and the event will be saving. And you will see it in your events screen. If it doesn't show up right away, just pull down on the page and then eventually it'll show up right there for you. So now I have created an event. So once an event is created, I could tap right into it and you'll see a couple different options here. Before we get to the go live and invite speakers, you can hit share. Just like anything else, you could share this out via text message, via social, wherever you'd like to share it out so more people know that you have created an event. You're going to be going live at some point. So if I hit go live, I'll show that here in a minute. Obviously that will take us to the go live page. This is a new feature for us right here, the invite speakers feature. What this does is it allows me to invite others that I may want to have in the broadcast that can speak. So that could be another broadcaster. If I was doing a 2-man team to do a game, or a 3 or 4, I can invite as many speakers as I want so we could all call the game. Or if you just casually want people to join your broadcast, maybe another parent at home listening into a game, you could talk to them during the broadcast. So I'll use this invite speakers feature right now. You can also do this while the game is going on. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm going to invite a speaker. All you have to do is type in at least 3 letters to find anybody else who might be using the app. I'm going to just put CHR and it's going to show me all the CHRs that come up. I'm going to invite Chris Rivas to be a speaker with me, and I'm going to hit send. That will actually send him a notification to be a speaker. So I'm going to hit send there. Okay, it's been sent successfully. I'm going to go back and just kind of show you what that looks like. So if I pull down the hamburger menu here and go to request, my requests all show up here. So I've invited Chris, obviously, to be a speaker in a lot of my events. I can remove him if I wanted to here. Invitations if anybody's requested me to be a speaker. All right, I'm gonna go back to my events screen. I'm gonna tap that, and now I'm actually gonna go live. So I'm gonna tap into the details screen again. It's super simple. I'm just gonna hit go live. So because I invited Chris to be a speaker earlier, he already accepted. He's already gonna be in the broadcast once I go live. If he hadn't accepted yet or he rejected it, I'll show you what that looks like as well. But I'm gonna just hit tap to start the broadcast. It's gonna say yes stream. So I hit yes stream. We are now live. And like I said, had already accepted to be a speaker. He is now live. I could hold down Chris's image and I can mute him. So now as the host, I control him being able to talk in case there's background noise or talking too much, whatever it is. I can actually mute Chris as the host. I could also, if I hold down on his image again, I could remove him if I didn't want him to be a speaker any longer. And I'm gonna close that out. And I could also invite Amber to be a speaker as well. So if I hit invite speaker to her, it would send a notification to her that she could join me in the broadcast as a speaker. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna unmute Chris as a host so I can unmute. Now on Chris's side as a speaker as well, he could talk and he can mute himself as well. So when you're doing a broadcast and you're not talking as a speaker, you want to be on mute, but he has the ability on his side to hit mute. So now we're all on the broadcast. As you can see right there, he hit mute himself. We're all on the broadcast. We have a host who is me. We have a speaker who is Chris, who can also join me in the broadcast. He can be a second broadcaster. He could just be a casual parent at home. However you all want to use the app, totally up to you. And for Amber right now, all she is an audience member. So we haven't requested her to be a speaker. She doesn't want to speak. So she's just an audience member. Now, if Amber, we'll show you from the listener side, if Amber wanted to be a speaker, she could request that and I would get a notification up in my top right corner that she wants to be a speaker. All I would do is click on that, hit accept, and now she would be in our broadcast. All right, up next, we're gonna look at this from the listener side. All right, now I am a listener and I wanna find an event. The events may be on the home screens, depending on how many games there are that day, but I'm just gonna use the actual filter here to search. And I know Chris's filter is called, his game title is called Test, so I'm actually gonna just go okay, apply, see if I can find that test, and there it is. Now, if Chris got a little bit more specific, like Oak Ridge or a specific high school, I could search that and it would come right up. Also, if you click in, there's also a code right there. If you were to go up back into the filter, you could type in that code and it would immediately go right to that event. So I'm gonna hit apply here. I'm gonna tap in. Now, if I wanted to share this out, I could share it out with social and all my people I wanted to share it out with, that Chris is live doing this event. I could also follow Chris. So anytime Chris goes live, I will be notified. I'll get a notification that he is live, or I can actually follow this specific event. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit listening, and now I am listening to Chris's broadcast. And because I updated my profile image right away, I already have that there. As you can see right here, join speakers. Chris has actually sent me an invitation to join his broadcast. So if I hit accept, I will be right up and be one of the speakers in his broadcast. I'm gonna hit reject right now and just show you if he hadn't sent me that. I'm gonna use the little hand icon and I'm gonna hit that, and basically what that does is send Chris a notification that I want to join him in the broadcast. And just like that, he has accepted me as a speaker, and now I am joining Chris in his broadcast. Chris and I can talk like we're talking on the phone. Like I said, I can mute myself. Now Chris can't hear me, but I can still hear hear him, so my background noise Chris can't hear. If I were to hit the little red icon, the red hand icon, I would remove myself from the speakers because I don't want to speak anymore, or for whatever reason, I'm back in the audience only listening. The red icon on the left-hand side is I want to basically end listening to this broadcast. But again, right now, I'm a speaker. Chris can hear me. We can talk. People at home who are unable to be at an event can hear both of us talking. So Chris and I could be in the booth calling a game together. He could be on one sideline, I could be on the other. Or it could just be a casual thing. I'm at home, he's at a game, and we're just chatting about what's going on at the game. So we really get that emotion of what it's like to be at the game. And I can ask him questions, what just happened on that play, whatever it may be. Again, you guys are free to use the app however you see it. But that is how the listener side of GameMic works.